Hello to the Verbling community of language learners, calling all English students, calling all English students. My name is Geoff Watson. I am very happy to be one of the English teachers here at the best website in the world for learning a second language. We have it all for you here at verbling.com, where you can connect and practice with an English speaker instantly, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Incredible. So this hour, I am here to help you with your English. The material that we are going to be reading this hour is fairly advanced, but I am here to help you to answer all of your questions. And the topic of this story is about, the topic is a parent. What is it like to be a parent with a special needs child? A child with a developmental disability, a child that needs extra care and support. And in this story, we are specifically talking about the developmental disability of autism. Now, what I would like to do is to ask everyone, please, to go to the verbling.com website. And could you please download the document that I have prepared for this class? And oh no, I'm sorry, I've done it again. I'm sorry. The class on autism is next hour. I'm very sorry. We are going to be talking about income taxes this hour. So I'm sorry. We are talking about the amazing amount of income taxes that the owners and creators of Facebook are going to have to pay, or they have had to pay the American government. And so I'm sorry. Let's refocus ourselves. The story about autistic children is next hour. And so I'm going to just get going here. I would like to turn on the screen share to show people the tools that we are going to be using. We need everyone in all of the Verbling classes to keep their microphone turned off, please. So to keep their microphones turned off. Baggy, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, could you please keep your microphone turned off? Because we hear a lot of noise coming from your microphone. And then the students need to use the button in the top right-hand corner of the screen to turn on their microphone just before they need to speak, and then to turn off their microphone when they have finished speaking. And that way we eliminate all of the extra noise that comes from people's microphones. And so I'm sorry, this hour we are going to be talking about a financial topic. We are going to be talking about money, and specifically we are going to be talking about taxes, income taxes. And so what I wanted to ask people as they join the class is, we are talking about income taxes. Do you prepare your own income tax forms? Do you do that yourself? Or does your employer do it? Or do you hire an accountant to do it for you? And so, for example, in Canada, I file my own tax forms. I fill out the forms myself independently. That may be a mistake, but that's what I do. But I would like to ask people how they declare their income taxes to their government. And so, hello, Buggy. Where are you connecting from? Hello, Buggy?
Hello, hello.
Yes. Where are you connecting from?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
Okay. And so for income tax, the taxes that are paid to the federal government, do you have to fill out forms for that? Does your employer do this, or do you hire someone to prepare your tax forms?
I think our government haven't hasn't prepared taxes because it's written in our codes, laws, and we can't do this independently.
Okay, so it's so who prepares your tax forms then? Sorry, I
Uh,
didn't quite understand you.
I think our government prepared it.
Ah, okay. And so who sends your information to the government? Is it your employer?
Maybe
Okay,
I don't think so.
okay, great. Thank you. Excellent.
Yes.
And so I'd like to go on to Ismail. Hello, Ismail, are you there?
Hello, Jeff. Hi, guys. I am here. Nice to see you again, Jeff.
Yeah, nice to have you in the class, Ismail. And so
I,
who prepares your tax documents, your income tax documents?
I am connecting from Turkey, Ankara. I am a public servant in my country. I don't declare any tax, Jeff. But
Okay.
people who are working in private sector, I think they are declaring their income and they are paying your tax to the state. But from my wage, the state cut my income tax before
They
I get the money.
okay. They deduct.
Yes,
Okay,
they are
they deduct
deducting.
the taxes from your pay.
Yes, Jeff.
Okay. And but
Yeah.
then at the end of the year, do you sometimes receive part of that money back?
Uh, we was getting some part of them back, uh, but government changed the system, Jeff, and uh, we couldn't get now tax back.
So you don't you cannot receive a tax refund.
Yes, and the tax percent are changing from month to month, Jeff. If you
Okay.
if your income are increasing, the tax rate are increasing too, proportional to your income.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Great. Thank you. And so
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead to Servet. Hello, Servet.
Yes. Hello, teacher.
Welcome. Nice to have you in the class. And so
Thank
could
you.
you explain your income tax situation?
I don't have income, so I don't have taxes.
Okay.
You are lucky.
Am I
Well,
lucky?
no. But are you a student?
Kind of. I can be your student. You can say I'm your student.
Okay. All right. And so you don't have an income.
Yes. So I'm so lucky.
Okay.
Without money, I'm so happy.
All right, so that's one way to avoid paying taxes is, yeah, okay, not making any money. But for regular people, is it complicated to do your taxes every year for the regular people in your country?
As this might that we are from the same company, same country. You pretty much explain the situation. Like, it's yeah, it's usually you have like accountants. If you have
Okay,
like a private system, accountants does your job instead of you, so it's
yeah,
not a big problem.
okay. So,
Uh,
so
you
most
can
people
also
hire
find,
accountants.
yeah, you can also find accountants that can show your income less than it is.
All right, to
You
show
can
you,
also show
yeah,
normal accountants.
yeah,
I
okay.
know the system is, but
Well, I
government
think
are
but there are
Geoff,
legal ways of doing this
yes.
to, yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna move on just because I want to keep this a short introduction. So,
Okay.
Walter, hello, Walter,
Hello,
welcome. Where are you connecting from?
I'm connecting from Omaha. Uh,
Omaha,
yeah, Omaha.
in the United States.
Yep.
Okay, great. And so, could you share something about your income tax situation?
Well,
Everybody in the United States is very busy doing their tax returns.
yeah, it is very busy. I was working some time ago, and I were going to like make my taxes,
To do your
but
taxes. Hmm.
uh, but I didn't. It in my country in El Salvador, it is like I was working there in an accounting office, and I was working with it.
Great. So you
Yeah.
were doing people's taxes
Uh
in
huh.
El Salvador?
Yeah, I was helping people there with it, but in El Salvador it is like not really common this because they're just people that have stores or things like that. Just the kind of people that are doing his their taxes.
Right,
Not like here in United States that almost everyone is doing that.
right, right.
Uh-huh.
So in El Salvador, most people do not pay
Exactly.
income taxes, right?
Yes.
Because they're making low
Uh,
amounts of money.
yeah, because of that.
Okay. All
Uh-huh.
right. No, no,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'd like to go on to now. Let me see. We have Dinsel.
Hey
How do
Jeff,
I?
hey pals.
Yes.
Well, I think yeah, yeah, I listened to something about in Salvador. It's I guess it's something universal, eh? Nobody wants to pay taxes.
Well, I
Actually,
think,
it's
yeah.
not something voluntary.
Yes. Okay. No. Right. We have an expression in English. Whether it's true or not, they say there are only two things that are certain in
Yeah, yeah,
life:
yeah.
death and taxes.
And taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
something
What
like that.
What about the
And
situation in
you're
your country?
in Turkey. Yeah, poor guys like me and others who is workers and employees can't evitate. It's inevitable for us to
Yeah.
pay
You can't
taxes
avoid.
extremely,
Yeah.
almost half of our all income. But rich guys always find a way to escape from this obligation,
Okay.
as usual, because they have the best attorneys or something, and they have
Yes.
all the defects or laws. I think it's quite a sensitive issue, eh? But at least
Yes.
in United States, I guess there is a very strong and system, which which was the
No.
institution is following.
Yeah. It's
I
called the IRS, the
IRS is
Internal
like
Revenue
almost
System.
FBI is following good.
Well, it's a very, very powerful agency. They have strong laws that allow them to collect taxes from everybody. Yeah, yeah. I am Canadian though, but we have Revenue Canada, which is again a very, very strong part of the government. They have very strong laws to collect taxes from people. Good. Thank you. And I appreciated your comments.
Thank you
I
too.
think it's around the whole world. Dimitri, hello, welcome.
Hello,
Where are you connecting from?
I'm from Ukraine, teacher.
Okay, great. And how about your opinion over paying federal income taxes? Is it simple? Can people do it themselves? Do they have to hire accountants?
Okay, I got you. You know that nowadays the politics of our country is leaves much to be desired because the big company can live, but small company or people which want to begin their own business, they can't begin it because it is very high income.
Sorry, it's very high to start your own business?
Yes, you're right.
But no, sorry, I didn't understand the word that you used.
It's very high
Costs or
taxes.
well, I can come back to you, but I would like to know the word that you want to.
For taxes.
Yeah, okay. So you need to pay a lot of taxes if you have your own business? Okay. All right. I'm sorry to hear that because yeah. There are many countries, I'm assuming that in Canada it's complicated to start your own business in Canada. But thank you. Great. And I'd like to go to Manolo. Welcome.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please tell us where you're connecting from and what's
Yes,
the
I'm
tax
connecting
situation.
from Spain. It's my first day in Berlin.
In Verbling. Okay, welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
And I am trying to understand all what you're saying. It's a little difficult for me.
I will speak slowly this hour. Please remind me to speak slowly.
Okay, thanks.
So, what is the personal income tax situation in Spain? Is it complicated or is it a simple process?
To pay tax
Yes.
process? Yes, it's complicated.
Okay.
It's very complicated.
So
There are very ways to pay tax.
it's very sorry.
It's very difficult.
Okay, it's a complicated system. All right, great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
And so what I would like to do, I know that we have some people who have joined us. Welcome, everyone. I'd like to start the class now, though, and people can introduce themselves when it's their turn to read. I thought it would be fun for you people to read about Mark Zuckerberg. He is the founder, one of the creators or founders of Facebook. And because the company went public fairly recently, he has made a lot of money, literally billions of dollars. And so what I wanted to do was to read this article that tells you how much money he had to pay in taxes. All right, and so the American government and the state governments and the local governments are receiving lots of tax money from the recent changes in Facebook. And so I'd like to say hello to Davidson. Hello, how are you? Hello, Davidson. Oliver. Okay, I'm sorry, we can't hear you, and so I'm going to go to Dinsa. Are you there?
I'm here.
Yes. Could you please
I was
read
busy.
the document for us?
Okay, all right. If you can find the proper, or can you share just the screen with us, maybe?
Now, I'm
Facebook?
sharing the screen right now, And then I really recommend to all the students that they download the document. It's completely available to everyone. And if you
All
have
right.
the document on your computer, it's called B5. You can download it from the website, the verbling.com website, and you'll
Could
be able to access translations of words and read the text clearly. So great. Go ahead, Dinsel.
all right. If I could find it, could anyone
Okay.
share the link for document
Yes.
direct in
Maybe
chat
if
site?
someone could put the link in there, and what I'll do is I'll go to Dimitri. Are you there?
You can see under the verb link.
Yes, it's in the Verbling chat box. Thank you to Tatiana. And so, Dimitri, are you there?
Welcome.
Okay, so Ismail, could you start reading our document for us, please?
Yes, Geoff.
Thank you.
Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg faced 1 billion tax bill. March 29, 2013.
Okay, so this is a recent story. There is the link to the story, and here are some of the Facebook people. And so could you read the information under the photograph, please?
Facebook's IPO made founder Mark Zuckerberg a billionaire, but left him with a tax bill likely to top 1 billion. Facebook's...
Sorry, I'm just going to quickly write in 1 billion. Here it is. And sorry, I put the period in the wrong spot. We use commas. So there is $1 billion. Okay, and could you please continue?
Facebook's stock market debut left founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg with a paper fortune currently valued at $13 billion.
$13 billion. And again, if I can ask everyone to please keep their microphones turned off for us. So keep your microphones turned off, please. Please go ahead, Ismail.
And a 2012 tax bill of around $1.1 billion. Zuckerberg's whopping tax hit stems from his move last May to increase his stake in Facebook. On the day of the Facebook initial public offering, Zuckerberg exercised a stock option and purchased 60 million Facebook shares at a strike price of 6 cents each.
Okay, I'll get you to stop there. Now we have quite a bit of complicated information here, but it won't be too complicated if you know some information about business. And so, Dimitri, hello?
Hello?
Yes, could you please keep your microphone turned off, please?
Okay.
Thank you, because we hear noise coming from people's microphones. I'm sorry, but everyone needs to keep their microphones turned off until they would like to make a comment. So let's review this information because it is important. And I'm sorry, I forgot to tell people that we're not reading the document from the beginning. Okay, and so we have the what happened recently with Facebook in terms of the stock market. Does anybody remember the news about the stock market and Facebook? And nobody? Hello? Anybody there?
Yeah, the
Yes?
Facebook's stock market had great paper, and they were lucky because they got a lot of money, billion
Okay.
money.
All right. Now, thank you. Excellent job. I'm just going to turn off the screen share here for a second. So until recently, Facebook was a private company. But recently, it became a publicly traded company on the stock market. And people, for the first time in history, had the option to buy shares or stocks in Facebook. So are we okay? Shares and stocks in a publicly traded company. Any comments?
No.
Well, but I would love some comments, because if you can repeat the information, you can confirm that you understand what I'm trying to communicate here. Anyone? Please turn on your microphone and try to repeat the information.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, Manolo.
First
I'll
times
help
in
you.
first time in first times that Facebook can offer buy stocks, and I don't remember the other word.
That's okay. Shares,
Shares,
stocks,
stocks
and
shares
shares. Mm-hmm.
to the public.
Right. Yeah,
And
and they. Sorry, go ahead.
But this price at the beginning was very high, and then go down, no?
It went down.
Went down.
But
It
I
was
think, yeah.
a bad idea.
Well, all right, but now I hear it's going back up again. But this is perfect. Thank you so much for your comment.
Yes. Okay.
And so you can own part of Facebook. You go to the New York Stock Exchange, I think, and you buy a share in the company. Maybe it costs now $8 or $10, something like that. But the creator, Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, became a billionaire by selling part of the Facebook company. Okay, selling his shares in the company. That's why he has become very, very wealthy. And selling the stocks on the stock market means that that money is now considered income. He needs to pay taxes on it. So that's what has happened very recently with Facebook. And we're talking about billions and billions of dollars. So yes, please, go ahead.
So he sold his shares in high price, then now he wants to buy them again in low price?
Now, what he did was he had the ability to buy stocks or shares in Facebook at an incredibly low price, 6 cents each. These were sold for, I think initially, they were sold for something like $14.
Yeah.
So, but you need to understand a little bit about business. I'm not a business expert, but he sold millions of shares on the public stock market. Now his fortune, on paper anyways, is valued at $13 billion.
Yeah.
And so he was responsible for paying $1.1 billion in taxes to the federal government.
Yeah, I mean, after that, at the end of the paragraph, it says Zuckerberg exercised a stock opinion and purchased 60 million Facebook shares at a strike price of 6 cents each. So it means he is buying the same shares again in very low price.
Sorry, but that's an excellent question. What he did was he bought the stocks or shares before everyone else.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he had the privilege. He had the advantage of buying them at an incredibly low price. This is, does anybody, could anybody explain stock options? So a business, instead of giving money to their employee, give the employee stock options, the ability to buy shares in the company. Can anybody think of that? Anyone, please?
First time I hear this. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. And we're losing students very quickly. But sometimes, instead of paying money to their employees, they give the employees the option, the ability to buy part of the company at a very low cost. And it's good incentive, because if you own part of the company, you will work hard to make sure that the company is a success. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. But great job. Thank you for your ideas. So Mark Zuckerberg now is extremely rich, $13 billion. So he needs to pay a lot of taxes, whopping amount of taxes, which means really big. Okay, so let's continue. And so, sorry, I'd like to say hello to Oswald.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. But right now, Oswald, could I please get you to keep your microphone turned off? Is that okay? Okay, yeah, great. And so, sorry, whose turn is it here to read? Servet?
Yes.
Is it your turn to read?
Last time Ismail read, but now Ismail isn't here.
But did you read?
No.
No. Could you please read this for us?
Yes. Even if those shares are never sold, the IRS treats them as ordinary income at the time the opinions are exercised.
Options.
Options are exercised. The rationale is that such opinions are a form of compensation, just like regular wages.
Okay. Sorry, again, options. You have an option. You have the ability to choose.
Yes.
Compensation, we talk about this for doing work, and wages are what you're paid. Usually that's referred to
salary.
Pay. Yeah, salary. Okay, but wages often refers to the money you receive for each hour of work. And the IRS is the Internal Revenue Service, I believe, and those are the tax authorities in the United States. Okay, great. Right, so let's talk more about Mark Zuckerberg's money. Tatiana, welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you for posting the link. Could you please read this for us?
Okay. For Zuckerberg, that means reporting income last year of nearly $2.3 billion from his stock options alone, add together the top 2012 federal tax rate of 35% and the top California rate of 13.3%, the highest in the nation, and you get a total tax rate of 48.3%.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. And again, relax, everyone, if you don't understand everything perfectly, because we're practicing reading numbers and percentages, etc. All right. And so he needs to report an income of $2.3 billion. And he needs to pay quite a bit of taxes, quite a few taxes. 48.3% of his income needs to be paid as taxes. Does that make sense? And who is he paying the taxes to?
to government?
Yeah, but who specifically?
Zuckerberg?
No, sorry. Mark Zuckerberg is paying who? He needs to pay two different entities,
Federal tax
right? And
California rate to
okay, yeah. So he needs to pay money to the federal government in the United States, and he needs to pay taxes to the state government because he is a resident of California. Okay, and so how much did he have to pay? 48% of his income, and so $1.1 billion in taxes. All right,
But
great. Yes,
it
go ahead,
says
please.
13 billion. They sold it for
Sorry,
13 billion. So it's
yeah. Now
if
he
it's
didn't.
48%, he must pay like more than $6 billion.
Yeah, but not all of this money, the $13 billion, is not all income from this year. So
Okay.
only some of it is income, needs to be declared as income this year.
Okay.
Okay, that's the idea. Great question. And so I'd like to say hello to Vincenzo. Are you there? And we don't hear, we cannot hear you, Vincenzo. And so Walter, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yes. Hi, Walter. Okay. Thanks for waiting. Could you please read this for us?
Yes. That's before factoring in some deductions, like, say, for the $500 million charitable donation he made in December to the Silicon Valley Community Foundation and any other income Zuckerberg collected last year. Only Uncle Sam and California's tax agency know exactly what is in Zuckerberg's return, but three California CPAs
CPAs.
CPAs
Perfect.
okay,
CPAs. Mhm.
that CNN Money Consult ran the numbers and believe Zuckerberg's bill for the year will probably exceed $1 billion. That's really unusual, even for billionaires.
Okay, great. Okay, so there's some interesting information here. And so, can somebody just, all you need to do is read a sentence that you think is important. We want to focus on trying to understand the information here. And unless you're speaking, could everyone please keep their microphones turned off? But I would love someone to speak. What is the information in this text?
That he donate money,
Okay, good. Excellent, thank you. How much money?
$500 million.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. $500 million donation to a charity, the Silicon Valley Community Foundation. So that's lucky for Silicon Valley. What a nice community to live in. Okay. Now, he donated money, so he doesn't have to pay taxes on that money. All right. How about another comment? And Joseph, are you there? Joseph? Yes.
Yeah.
If you would like to make a comment, that would be wonderful. I'm here to help you.
Yes, thank you. Just from my first reading, I guess and I saw that a lot of money are collected from just donation. It means that it is a lot of money. And my question is that what we are going to do by this money? For example, we collect a lot of money in such community.
Well, no, but
You see what I mean?
No, but he donated money to the community. So, but we don't know what they're going to do with it. Sorry, I don't know. Because we're talking about tax money.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
it is
paid to
a
the
very
government.
high rate. Yeah,
Yeah,
big number.
right. Okay, yes. For the extremely wealthy people in the United States, they do have to pay 48% of their income Okay, good. All
See,
right.
it's embarrassing for me.
I'm
Only the
sorry?
poor people who, I think that only the poor people who don't have enough money, who those their income, monthly income is so short, they pay more tax than those who are wealthy people.
Well, okay, but that's it's a complicated issue, but he had to pay 48% of his income. Okay, so that's the information here. And so
Yeah.
they're saying that all of his information is confidential. So they're saying only Uncle Sam and
Mm.
California's tax agency know exactly what's in his tax return. So it's confidential information. But CNN Money, the news
Yeah.
agency, asked 3 accountants. These CPAs are chartered public accountants to calculate approximately how much he will need to pay. And this year, he needs to pay more than $1 billion. Now, is that common for rich people to pay that much in taxes? Anybody?
It says no, but
Yeah,
there are
right.
really rich
That's,
people. Probably there are more people that pay
yeah.
that much
I
taxes.
yeah, I think the situation is this is a very unusual situation when Facebook became a publicly traded company, it created massive amounts of money for the people involved with the company. So if I can go back to the photograph, here is Mark Zuckerberg. Here is the CEO or the chief operating officer of Facebook. And all of these people in the back made literally billions and billions and billions of dollars. So the government is profiting from this. Here's Uncle Sam. He represents the American government. Good and bad. All right. So let's continue here. And again, if I can ask everyone to please keep their microphones turned off, please. Because we can hear microphone noise coming from everyone who has their microphone on. And so if I could go to Geoff, could you read this for us, please?
Do you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Please go ahead.
With numbers that large, it is usually capital gains, not ordinary income, said Toby Johnson, a partner at a tax firm, Moss Adams LLB
LLPs.
in Silicon Valley. Office who works with wealthy clients, investors profiting off their gains paid a significantly lower tax rate last year than Facebook's founder will. The highest federal capital gains rate in 2012 was 50%. It goes up to 23.8%, including a Medicare surtax this year. The Internal Revenue Service doesn't comment on the returns of individual taxpayers, but each year it releases aggregate data on the 400 US tax filer with the largest reported incomes.
Okay, and I'll
Average.
get you to stop there. Thank you. These are filers, people who hand in or send in their tax reports. All right, and so what happened to the taxes comparing this year's taxes, in 2012? Everybody is paying their 2012 taxes this year, and last year. What's the comparison between the amount of taxes that people have to pay?
I think it went up 8
Yeah, so
8%.
Yeah, so it went up over 8%, 8.8%. Okay, so last year it was 15%, and this year it goes up to 23.8%. Okay. So this is part of President Barack Obama's program to raise more taxes. Okay? And we're talking about capital gains, which is a financial term that is used to describe the investors profiting from their investments. So this is investors profiting from their investments. Do people understand that? A comment, please? This is not ordinary income.
Yeah, it is a complicated word. Yes, when you say investors profiting off their gains at significantly lower tax, which means they don't pay more taxes.
No, but it says last year. They paid significantly lower taxes last year.
Yeah.
So that means their point is that Mark Zuckerberg is going to pay more taxes this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good, and the tax rates went up. So if he had paid the taxes last year, he would have paid a lot less. That's the idea.
Okay. But what is the problem that maybe another USA new president will change this rate of taxes, you see?
Will lower them?
Yeah, maybe. For example, in this, yeah.
But yeah, I agree. But this year, Mark Zuckerberg needs to pay more. President Obama raised the income tax rates. And it seems that you need to pay extra money that goes to support Medicare. So that's good. I mean, in my opinion, sorry. Yeah. All right. And so let's take a look at the very wealthy people in the United States, how much money they paid. And so, hello, Hamdi. Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Geoff. Thank you very much.
Could you please read this? This is about the average top earners.
The average top earner had income of 202 million US dollar and a federal income tax bill of 41 million for 2009, the most recent data available. A Facebook spokeswoman declined to comment on Zuckerberg's taxes.
Please continue.
Yeah, to cover the giant bill he knew was coming. Zuckerberg dipped into his trove of Facebook stock. He sold 30.2 million shares during Facebook's IPO, taking in
1.135 let me help you. This is $1.135 billion.
Yeah. At the same time, Facebook said in a regularity filing that Zuckerberg planned to use the substantial majority of those proceeds to cover the tax on his stock option purchase.
Okay, great. And so, sorry, here is some more vocabulary about finances. Dipping into your trove is a very native speaker expression. So what he did, he has a lot of Facebook shares. And so all he needed to do was to take a few of them, 30.2 million shares, and sell them. He needed money to pay his taxes. So he sold some of his shares, 30.2 million of them, and he made $1.135 billion. And they are admitting that he's going to use most of that money to pay his taxes, to cover the taxes. Are we okay? A comment from anybody?
What does it mean, dipped into his truth?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's very difficult to explain that. I'm sorry. It's a native speaker expression that's hard to describe. It means
He
that
find out,
he,
maybe find out his.
no, it means that he only needed to take out a few of his stocks. He has a huge amount of Facebook shares, so he
Yeah.
only needed to take out a few and sell them to raise $1.1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so compared to average wealthy people, these are the 400 richest people in the United States during the year 2009. Their average income was $200 million, and they paid an average of only $41 million in the year 2009. And so when Mark Zuckerberg made over $2.3 billion and had to pay over $1 billion in taxes, this really is an amazing amount of money. This may be a historic amount of money.
What the percentage, tax percentage in the United States?
Yeah, what was the tax percentage, everybody?
Over 48%.
Yeah, over 48%. Great.
48.
Now,
Great.
that's not a lot compared to other countries.
Yeah.
I heard news that rich
It
people
depends
need
on
to
the
pay,
income.
in France, they need to pay 75%. And so taxes are still very low in the United States compared to other countries.
75%.
In France.
Really?
There was information about this. Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, okay. And then, so let's get a comment from people. I'm going to turn off the screen share. And so, Hassan, do you have a comment about this article? But you need to turn on your microphone.
I don't have any comment. I don't have any comment. Thank you.
But here, please, I can help you practice your English. Do you think this is fair that Mark Zuckerberg is paying this money to the American government?
No, I don't think it. But Mark Zuckerberg, he becomes money every time, and he uses Facebook for to get more and more money, and we'll get it. In the next year, we'll get more money now.
Okay,
you know?
All right, great, thank you. Yeah, they are talking about his future income. Manolo, would you like to have a problem like that? To have to pay $1 billion because you made $2.3 billion?
Sorry, my level is low in English, and I can seguir.
Well,
Puedo seguir.
But but it's
I
okay.
can follow
Please make
this
a comment.
Class. Yes, I can follow this class normally, and I am.
This is your chance, Manolo. This is your chance to practice. So please make a statement. Do you think the American government is happy about Facebook?
I don't know. I suppose that no. That the government prefer more money.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Excellent. So you think they would like to receive more money? Okay,
money,
good.
yes.
Thank you. Good comment. And Maria, hello.
Hello.
Do you have a comment, a reaction about the story? People can ask questions.
No, I don't know because I began this class.
You just joined
Yes.
the class. Okay, fine. That's fine. Misael, are you there? Palomera, Misael?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you read some of the article?
But
Okay, so thank you. Welcome to the class. I'm going to get some comments from the students who helped read the article. Servet, what do you think? Do you think the
Yes.
taxes were fair?
Yeah, I think people cannot spend that much money, even though you have less money. What will you do? So it doesn't affect that people. But if I remember correctly, Mark Zuckerberg isn't American. So
Oh, no, but I think he is.
he is.
Other people are not American, and they went to another country to avoid paying taxes to the United States.
I didn't know this. I thought maybe it's not so. I thought why he's paying taxes to America instead of his
Good.
own country.
Exactly. Okay, great.
So I think it's fair.
Yeah, okay, great. And I agree. I don't think Mark Zuckerberg is worried. And if people can please keep their microphones turned off, please. Thank you. And I would like to ask Tatiana, do you have a comment, Tatiana?
Yes, sure. Okay, if compare with Russian taxes, well, firstly, I have to say that in Russia, personal rate taxes is for resident people is 13%, and company employer pay for people, for employees, also 30.8% for different funds.
Sorry, did you say 30 or 13?
30.
30. Okay.
Yeah, 30.8% for different funds. Or
well, for according to the income.
Yes.
But if Mark Zuckerberg lived in Russia, would he have had to pay more taxes or less taxes?
No,
What
he
do
will
you think?
pay 13% taxes.
30 or 13?
13. But employees and company pay addition 30.8% taxes.
Okay.
So not
is
from
that more or less? I don't understand.
Well, people from their salary pay 13% in Russia.
Okay. 13.
13.
13?
Okay.
You need to write the number in the Verbling chat box. I don't
Okay.
understand between 13 or 30.
13%, okay?
13, yes.
And company additional paying for each employee additional this one.
Okay, great. Okay.
So
maybe 43.
Personally, Zuckerberg will pay 13%, but the duty of responsible of the company, their obligations will increase on 30%.
Okay, so maybe he would have had to pay the same, approximately.
Yes.
Maybe a little less, but okay,
Yes.
very interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. And Joseph, a comment from you, please. Joseph? Hello? Please turn on your microphone. Everyone needs to click the microphone to turn it on and to click the microphone to turn it off. Okay, so Joseph, we cannot hear you, sorry. And so we have only a minute left. Hamdi, do you have another comment?
Yes, I missed many parts of the article, but I think it talk about the wealthy people and the money they must pay for the government, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's.
How about the opinion of should governments charge wealthy people lots of taxes or fewer taxes? But
No,
because
I agree.
wealthy people can move to other countries, though.
But I think it must the taxes must be connected with the income. I mean, they must be depend on the income. It should be gradually. The tax must be boosted gradually, depend on the income.
Yeah, we say progressive.
Yeah, progressive right.
Tax system. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
And so, thank you to all of you for participating in this class. I hope that you found it interesting. If you have ideas for class subjects and topics, please come to my Facebook page and post your specific ideas and comments, please. So, but I think that this situation in the United States is maybe a historic event where Mark Zuckerberg has made more money in 1 year than anyone else in history, and he has had to pay more taxes than anyone else in history. Perhaps this is a historic event in terms of the United States. Thank you, everybody. I'm teaching again right away, so I hope to see you in my next class. Good work.
Thank you very much.